YouTube, chicks. Get ready.
You know what to do, chicks.
I find him. You know, I like Chick Smooth. Chick Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Looks like we're finally getting some closure and also finally getting to the end of this AkademiksTV versus Charlamagne beef. Now, let me say that one more time. This beef is between GrandWiz, aka AkademiksTV versus Charlamagne. Now, obviously, if you want to look bigger picture, you got Rock Nation, potentially, versus Akademiks himself. But right now, we're focused on this back and forth between AkademiksTV, aka GrandWiz, aka George Wen, versus Charlamagne. Now, if you guys saw the last video, you guys saw Charlamagne pretty much double down on going at George Wen, aka GrandWiz AkademiksTV. Charlamagne revealed text messages, audio, some pictures, and also some names about people within AkademiksTV. Charlamagne basically said, if you're going to declare war on me to try to get me canceled from Netflix, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to double down on you as well. So last night on his stream, Akademiks addressed the situation once again. And sometimes you gotta know when you're outmatched and outgunned. As a general and a captain, you always gotta know when to retreat. You gotta know when to pull your soldiers out of war. For the first time probably ever, we see Akademiks kind of call out AkademiksTV, aka GrandWiz, for moving sloppy. After Charlamagne exposed GrandWiz for panicking and sending messages to somebody affiliated with him, basically pleading and saying, yo, please do not dox me. Do not post my picture on your podcast episodes. Akademiks called it out and said that was not the best move. Here's what he said.
Also, this is interesting because Charlamagne starts reading a text message or some type of communication. And this is the interesting part about it. This message was either sent to Charlamagne or whatever by one or two people. And this is where it gets a little messy. So apparently Gran, while speaking to either Andrew Schultz or speaking to Alex Media, he literally asked them, hey, listen, you know, keep in mind, I know you guys want to, like, you're now fascinated with Gran. I get it. But he's saying, hey, listen, I've been living as a regular citizen. Could y'all not just like blast info about me that, and in my opinion, and I talked to him, he's not talking about invaded or whatever. He's not even talking about invaded about some federal shit. First of all, he doesn't even live in the United States. It's AI. He's talking about, bro, you're putting me out there that people could try to run up when you're blasting pictures of me walking outside of my house. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, clearly, and I'm gonna be honest, I think this is a grand misstep. Gran is cool with Schultz. Gran is cool with Alex Media. One of their messages, basically, one of his messages to them, they basically just give to Charla, and Charla is doing what he's doing, which, you know, I think that's very silly of Gran, because I'm like, did you think that you were going to talk to Schultz or talk to Alex Media and they wouldn't tell Charlamagne? Okay. So I thought that was a little silly.
Now, Akademiks also once again admits that he was the one that gave GrandWiz the green light to basically go in on Charlamagne over at AkademiksTV page. According to Akademiks, he felt like because Charlamagne knew or had information about people showing up at his house in Australia, all bets were basically off and GrandWiz can do whatever he wants to you and your image. Here's what he said.
Bro, it hurts my heart when I look up and I see AkademiksTV says anything about Charlamagne, especially mentioning cases, something like that. I don't like it. I really dislike it. I know some people are like, well, you could just control it. Okay, well, I'm in the difficult spot where the people who work with me are saying, well, this guy basically is harassing us, or he knows who's harassing us. I can't, like, it's not I can't. I basically said, listen, whatever y'all got to do, y'all got to do. Y'all can take the gloves off. I'm not going to stop y'all from posting anything about Charlamagne. Normally, there's no Charlamagne slander allowed on my page. My friends don't get slandered on my page, period. And sometimes, you know, I've talked to them at length when I'm like, yo, you know what, you know, that's my homie. Like, they've posted something about Cardi B one time. I'm like, yo, that's my gang. Stop playing. Okay? And for them, it was just a good post. Like, it wasn't even nothing malicious. It was just like, I was like, no, that's Cardi. And I'm a little biased with Cardi. I got to keep it being. And, yeah, you know, when people have mentioned certain shit about Charlamagne, I'd be like, nah, let's not cover this part of it. Why? Like, I'll tell you the truth, nigga, because Charlamagne's my nigga. After I seen that it got there, bro, I'm being honest with you, all this media, everybody getting millions of dollars, all this media shit, I can't tell niggas how to act when y'all have info or y'all are like bragging or laughing about people showing up to their house. I don't play showing up to house games. I never played it. I hate Rory and Millie Mall for life over that. So when you tell me that, I can't tell him to post about 59 million accusations about you. I gotta back up respectfully. You know why? Because that nigga gonna look at me the same way I will look at him and be like, bro, you know, he gonna look at me and be like, nigga, that's the reason why you always crash out on Rory and Millie Mall. There's niggas in front of my house taking pictures, sending it to Charlamagne, and you acting like. So, of course I said it publicly. Nigga, whatever y'all got with Charlamagne, nigga, like, yo, it's still Akademiks TV. I rock with it. You know, these are my niggas. So I'm gonna let you know where it is. Like, shit, if it's, you know, I'd rather not get there, but it's my niggas.
Now, to me, personally, I feel like this is where the misstep happened. GrandWiz is not a media personality or public figure. So you giving him the green light to basically go in on Charlamagne, now turn this into a 1v1 with Charlamagne and Grand, which means you can't be faceless and hide behind the name brand Akademiks TV. If you guys know Charlamagne, he's not a stranger to beefs or online wars. GrandWiz probably thought if he posted a couple posts about Charlamagne's old cases, Charlamagne would get scared and back off and stop talking about him. However, now that Grand sees that those posts are not working, but Charlamagne is also doubling down and attacking him, we now see GrandWiz start to pull back and realize that shit is real. GrandWiz is so used to doing this to other people that Akademiks or Drake beefs with, people like Kendrick, SZA, Lil Baby, Rick Ross, that I think he forgot media personalities are a little bit different from rappers. They're going to respond back to you, and they will try to find out exactly who you are.
I just don't understand why he would be out here saying he doesn't want his picture out because he doesn't want to be doxxed. You say the wildest shit about people. The difference between me and you is I don't give a fuck what you say about me, but you care about what I say about you, George. Why don't you want to be connected with crypto?
Now, finally, Akademiks makes a plea once again to Charlamagne, asking him to end his beef with GrandWiz.
Charlamagne, this is my plea. Your beef with GrandWiz chat nigga has to end. And I have to be Minister Louis Farrakhan in this situation. This is the third podcast, and I love Brilliant Idiots. You know I do. It's the third podcast in a row you've talked about inadvertently or directly GrandWiz chat nigga. GrandWiz will get on a call with you. I feel like you guys have some common ground to get to. Here's the reality, and this is what I honestly think. The bigger fish to fry is Rock Nation, not Charlamagne. Now, I definitely believe maybe you're kind of seen as like a mouthpiece for them, but fuck that. I don't want GrandWiz or any of the chat niggas to be posting anything negative about you. We love you. You're a legend. Let's get you on a call and figure out why this went left. Because in all of the agendas for Akademiks TV or otherwise, none of it says just hate Charlamagne. Akademiks TV loves Iceman. Akademiks TV basically is counteracting a lot of Rock Nation propaganda. Akademiks TV is looking for the truth in all these situations when it comes to hip hop media. Beefing with Charlamagne, I don't believe gets to that goal. But Charlamagne, I just want to facilitate this peace meeting. So Grand, I don't even need to ask Grand. I'm gonna get Grand on a phone call. Okay, I will be there. You could have someone who could be with you, but it will be me, you, Grand, whoever of your liking. And I think the conversation needs to happen. Here's the reality of it. It's been like 3 or 4 episodes that you guys have now mentioned Grand in a row. Whatever he's doing, he's going to think it's effective because Brilliant Idiots is turning into Let's Respond to Grand show. I don't have a beef with you. I am concerned, though, for my people. And I am concerned just overall. Like, I don't like hearing people around me being harassed. So I'm extending the olive branch. I heard that, I had said it to Charlamagne on the phone. I said, I should get you on the phone, but I didn't really hear a response. Now I'm hearing that Alex Media feels the same way and that we should get GrandWiz and Charlamagne on a call that we could try to fix this. By the way, let's also be honest. When Charlamagne was talking to me and I told him how evil Rock Nation was, he said, I'm going to call up to Rock Nation and ask about you. So Charla, please, if you could reciprocate and be willing to entertain at least a conversation with one of these guys. I got to get Charlamagne and GrandWiz and be like, Grand, Charlamagne is a guy who's been a mentor of mine. Cool. Like, I accept the fact that he's never liked Drake. Please just stop talking. Like, don't post nothing about him because he has a very prosperous career. I modeled a lot of things that I was doing after him. Please, no more Charlamagne posts that could be, inflicting any type of, people looking at weird stuff. And then I would just look to Charlamagne and say, Charlamagne, I know you say you're not behind it, but bro, could you be completely separated from anything that is encouraging going at this guy publicly in real life? No, you should not be encouraging people to dox him or take pictures of him or be outside of his house. He's not focused on you. It was only like Iceman is out, my nigga. Like it was only pretty much, you guys don't like Drake. Oh, you guys are haters. That's it. How is it getting to politics? How is it getting to this other stuff? Maybe that's hopefully the conversation I want to have.
Now, props to Akademiks for wanting to squash this beef between Charlamagne and Grand, but you also got to make some internal changes. Now, that doesn't mean to fire Grand or anything like that. But if you're truly concerned about your people being harassed, you gotta have a call with Grand and tell him to stop harassing people and posting propaganda on people that you or Drake don't like. That's how this whole thing started. It's one thing if you like Drake and you support Drake, you can post Drake 1,000 times on AkTV page. But when you go out of your way to lie, to make clickbait posts about his ops, you gotta know some people are going to retaliate. These are posts from AkademiksTV just yesterday. Because Rick Ross and Drake are into it right now, we got a post from AkTV saying fans have noticed Rick Ross' private jet has not flown in 4 weeks. Rick Ross claims his jet has been grounded for Starlink installations after it was revealed he was caught flying economy. Nico Leonard, watch expert, calls Rick Ross out for wearing fake watches. So these are just examples of propaganda posts that comes from AkademiksTV, which he claims he gets orders from Akademiks and Drake. So if you're somebody behind a faceless account that does not want their pictures out there, you don't want people outside of your house taking pictures of you, my question is, why don't you stop going out of your way to harass other people? It's all fun and games until Rick Ross says enough is enough and he starts making life uncomfortable for GrandWiz, aka AkademiksTV. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Akademiks' plea to Charlamagne to get on a call with GrandWiz and squash their beef? Do you guys see this happening? We know Charlamagne is petty, and he's a guy that holds grudges for a very long time. So let's see what happens. You guys get in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.